Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm talking about this question had come to me from a lot of you about how to manage your CAT prep if you are also working along with it, right? So if you are working professional, how do you manage your CAT prep? So the answer obviously to that is that you need to shorten your CAT prep cycle. You you cannot, of course, somebody who's preparing for 30 weeks at 50 hours per week has 1500 hours. But somebody who is preparing 30 weeks at 20 hours per week, which is what a working professional will get, will have only 600 hours to prepare. So you'll have to shorten the cycle in such a way that you still have a decent chance of competing against everybody else. So hard pressed for time, this video is for you. Hard pressed for time, still trying to aim for a top B school percentile in CAT, this video is for you. And why would you be hard pressed? You could be working, or you could be doing too many things. And I faced this issue, the doing too many things issue, I faced in my final year of engineering when I was doing a course in C, I was doing a project in robotics, I was doing my final year of engineering, and I was also doing my French classes and preparing for CAT. So it was literally a potpourri of a lot of things that I was doing in that semester. And hence I think that I can claim to tell you that the best approach in case you're short press for time or hard press for time, so to say. So there are two ways to cross. Let's imagine a situation. Imagine a situation that there's a huge river which is flowing this thing, and you're on the side of the river and you have to cross that river, and you can't swim, and obviously the only way to cross the river is a boat. So option one for you is make a boat. So go into the jungle, cut the wood, start making a boat, make a perfect boat, so that when you cross, you have the necessary resources to cross. Option two is there's a rickety boat here, which is already on the shore of the river. There's nobody around with it. You just get onto it, push yourself into the river, and if there are leaks and plugs in the boat, you plug it along the way, right? So you're going to fight with this river, and you're going to keep plugging holes with whatever you've got. Not the perfect situation, but if you don't have time, this is the way to cross the river, right? If you're hard pressed for time. If you got the time, all the time in the world, by all means go ahead, make the boat and then cross the river. But if you don't have the time, then take the boat which is there, bet on it, and plug the holes as you go on. So this is the approach that I will advocate. And how does this convert into CAT prep? We all have some aptitude, right? ऐसा तो नहीं है कि aptitude नहीं है किसी भी चीज़ का. So even when you talk about CAT prep, CAT is about 30, 40, 50 kinds of questions if you include all of LR, DI, quants, and verbal. So you have some aptitude to solve each of these kind of questions. So I have told you in the past, in a past video, that there are two ways to prepare for CAT. In terms of how you organize your portion coverage and how you take your mock tests. So this approach the first approach is you finish your portion and then you take your mock test. The second approach is you finish your portion. And then while finishing your portion, you take your mock tests. The third approach, which I personally use for my own qualification when I was in my preparation mode, was my mock test started along. In fact, my preparation started with a mock test, and I got into testing mode right at the start, and along with the testing mode, my portion coverage was organized in such a way that it was built to plug gaps rather than making the board, as I said, कि सब कुछ एक बार अच्छे से कर लेते हैं फिर टेस्ट स्टार्ट करते हैं. It doesn't work. Especially, or in fact, even if you look at people who prepare through either this route or this route, उनका real growth जो आता है वो इसी point पे आता है when they are into the mock tests and they start plugging gaps. Even if you have a very good 4 months of portion coverage, उसके बाद भी gap plugging तो तुमको करना ही पड़ेगा. So might as well jump into the river. There's no need to get scared of tests. I see a lot of people getting scared of tests. And you can see this difference. I mean, I go to a college, if it's a XYZ college where you don't get too many qualifiers. I do a workshop, there's huge crowds. I do a mock test, nobody turns up. If I go to an IIT, I do a workshop, nobody turns up. If I do a mock test, the whole IIT comes. So you can imagine where the results are, and the key in qualifying is this. So what is my suggested approach? I'm short of time, so I'll just go to you through my suggested approach. The philosophy is that CAT prep is not about perfection. You just need a net score of 50%. You know, there was this question which most of you have solved my book would solve in 10 seconds. What is the remainder of 9 raised to 100 divided by 8? There was this question in CAT 98. It was my third CAT. I did not know how to solve this question. 2 years later, when I wrote the book, that it came out as a 5-second answer. But during the CAT, I did not know it. But did I not qualify? The answer is no. I qualified that exam. So the paper is about fighting through with your demons, and you have to learn how to fight with your mock tests, etc. And so the best approach is start off with an audit of each of the question types, where you are, find out which are your strengths. You will already have some strengths because you have some aptitude, and then you'll have certain weaknesses. And allow those weaknesses, get into a 10 days per paper mock test mode. So three mocks per month you start taking. Understand what kind of scores you're getting. Face the fact that you're getting 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever you're getting in whatever context of the mock exam. And then your study sessions has to be targeted study sessions. Rather than saying कि मेरे को पूरा quants का portion का syllabus complete करना है. If you find that you are good at 5 chapters, you will not do much on that. But you find your four chapters are average and 7 chapters a week. You focus on those 7 chapters, and your preparation cycle obviously gets shorter, right? And do that for the first 2 months. The next 60 days, you have to move to 4 tests per month, intensify the sectional tests, and continue targeted study session. This is the most important part. My time is up, but so I'll just wind this very quickly. So you continue your study sessions, but they have to be targeted. So the way it goes, I'm not getting scores in time, speed, distance. I'll go and solve 100 questions on time, speed, distance. If anybody solves 100 questions on his own on time, speed, distance and comes back to the test, I can guarantee you that your scores will improve. If I solve 100 questions on a topic in which I'm not doing well, I'm sure my accuracy improves, my solving skills improves. It cannot happen that I will not learn. So have a learning attitude in your study sessions, and the repair of individual question types and individual topics might just be 6 to 8 hours away from you. So focus on those repair strategies rather than building the whole boat. And then last 60 days, get into intensive mocks, 2 to 3 mock tests per week. Keep raising your scores, but if you find that your score has blocked at certain points, which will happen to a lot of you, then you need to work on identifying the study session objectives and going through those study sessions and coming back to the tests and overcoming those blocks and those leakages. Right? Do consider MindWorks for your courses for CAT, IPMAT, and CLAT. These are three courses we are running. Coming soon, we have got a UPSC CSAT course. And last but not least, this Sunday we are starting this course with Manish Konkar and Randhir Mishra, who are IIM Bangalore. Randhir Mishra is an IIM Bangalore faculty, and they're all IIM Bangalore interviewers, and also interviewers at SP Jain and a lot of other B schools, and at a lot of corporate houses. So the batch is starting on 23rd May, 23rd to 30. It's a course I think all of you should do, because of the fact that we are trying to change your perspective of how to prepare for interviews in this course. I'll bring out a separate video for that. The link for this course and a promo code for joining is provided in the link below. And all the best to all of you, whether you join the program or not. We are all